Shalom. Call Elohim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, so I saw this yesterday, and it was still kind of trending today. But I typed in the word earthquakes to Google, and as you can see, there's so many earthquakes that have been happening within the past few days. So much so that, of course, it's trending. A lot of people are looking into it, searching it up and trying to see what's going on. But at the very, very top, it says recent earthquakes. And the first one that pops up is a 5.8. And these aren't small little 1, 2, 3 point whatever earthquakes. These are 4, 5, 6 earthquakes. So 5.8 in Greece, another 5.8 in Japan. And the one in Greece, June 2nd, June 1st. In Japan, May 31st, 6.2. May 31st, that was in Fiji. This is in Tonga, 6, magnitude 6. And just so many more. More in Japan, more in California, southwest of Africa, Guam, wherever Vanuatu is. I guess it's an island. And then, of course, Mexico. But these are all recent. May 27th, May 28th, the 30th, and of course, June 1st, June 2nd. So earthquakes are definitely happening globally, and people are wondering. They're curious, and that's exactly why the word earthquake is trending right now on Google. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because obviously this is biblical prophecy. You have prophecies where they haven't come to pass. And of course, a prophet has to interpret the vision, break it down, and explain it so that the elect can know what to look for. At the same time, you have prophecies that are happening in the present, and that can also be broken down to be interpreted in a certain fashion, in which this is one of those prophecies. So earthquakes are happening right now in real time, and the reason why we talk about it is because it lets us know what time we're currently living in. And now that you know what time we're currently living in, you know how you should be conducting yourself. That's the whole point. Like, we can tell you World War III is coming, right? And that's in the Bible. It hasn't come to pass yet. But we can let you know, yep, according to the Bible, World War III is coming. So now you know you should be getting right. But then we can say, look, a sign that World War III is close is these earthquakes. Now you should be really walking on eggshells, making sure, okay, let me get my faith on point. Let me make sure my spirit is built up. Let me pray and fast, do what I got to do, ask the Lord to forgive me, pardon me for my sins. Right? So that's why we bring out these prophecies like this. So you know what time we're living in. So you can see how close we are to the very end. And of course, these are just different articles. Daily Mail, 6 hours ago, unusual flurry. So not just one, but a few. Unusual flurry of earthquakes in Idaho sparks fear of looming danger. Danger, be prepared. I wonder how many, if they say. I don't know. A flurry is a flurry, right? What else? And this was magnitude 5.8 earthquake, Turkish, 11 hours ago, Fox Weather. Around 15, there it goes. 15 earthquakes rattle Idaho, mountain town area. That's 1 hour ago. So 15 in Idaho, along with all these around the globe that we read. Greece, Japan, Fiji, Mexico, California, southwest of Africa. So, of course, like we mentioned before, all of this is just biblical prophecy. And we're going to start off reading this in the Old Testament, Isaiah 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. So when we see these earthquakes happening, not just in America, but globally, now we should say, all right, God told us that he'd be visiting us in this fashion. This must mean that he's returning soon. This must mean, more specifically, that the Most High Yahweh is very soon, he will be sending his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to return to this world. And that coincides with the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America. It's not just any regular time that we're living in right now. And you could say, all right, sure, well, earthquakes have been happening for a very long time. And I'll come back and say, like I always say, when have you ever seen all of these end time prophecies happening at the same exact time? Earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of war, specifically World War III, pestilences globally. What else? Talks about the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And you have new conversations about the microchip on a weekly basis. It's literally now on a weekly basis. You could probably make a video about the chip every single week if you just wanted to give updates. But of course, some are minor, some are larger. Don't need to report on every little small matter. But point being is that all of these prophecies, including earthquakes, are happening at the same exact time. And this is one of the ways that the Bible explains that the world is going to be visited by God. So now we jump over to 2nd Ezra 9. Just getting some, of course, quick precepts concerning earthquakes. This is 2nd Ezra 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Thou meaning you. So measure the time diligently. It's a command. And how do we measure the time? By, of course, reading the Bible and lining up global events to what the Bible said will be happening in these end days. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, or part of the prophecies coming to pass, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we read in Isaiah how the Lord will be visiting the world. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. And that's another one. So these are big signs, earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. These are huge signs to let us know that the Lord is visiting this place and that he's returning very soon. And that's exactly why that verse, it ends off with the colon and it picks up in verse 4. So it says, when you see earthquakes and uproars of the people, then shalt thou well understand. So you see earthquakes and uproars of the people, you're supposed to well understand. Like it says, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So you're supposed to well understand when you see earthquakes in different places, uproars of the people in different places, not just America, but of course, most definitely still America. You're supposed to well understand that right now, the Most High Yahweh is basically almost about to give his son Yahweh Shai the go-ahead to return. And if you're Israelite leader, camp leader, teacher, whoever congregation that you follow, if they're not talking about prophecies, if they're not talking about World War III and things happening globally around the world, then you know 100% for sure that they want America to continue, that they love their lives, that they want to see America prosper, because either they're prospering or they want to prosper in this place. But no, the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, that's what brings in our salvation at the end of the day. When this place is destroyed, then now the elect will be caught up. They will be saved, delivered from the destruction. So that's why we're looking forward to this. We need this event to happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established here on earth, for the elect to receive salvation, for us to get those new bodies and be like Yahweh Shai. I'm going to grab one more precept. Another basic one. Matthew 24. Oh, shoot. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All saying the same thing. They're all just saying the same thing, right? But now we're just showing you in many places, Old Testament, Apocrypha, New Testament. These are prophecies that have not come to pass yet. Well, I'll say they've come to pass, right? That's why we're pointing them out. But then some of them have not yet, to a larger degree, right? Like, we've seen some earthquakes, but watch. We're going to see some earthquakes that are mind-blowing. We're talking about tens of thousands of people just being off, taken to the spiritual world just like that, right? Kingdom rising against kingdom, nation rising up against nation. We're seeing that to a degree too with this whole tariff war, right? Russia, Ukraine. Now we're looking forward to the summation of everything, which is World War III, and of course, Babylon the Great being destroyed. So, of course, just bringing out these basic precepts concerning earthquakes being a trending topic. Now is the time to get right with the Lord. Matter of fact, yesterday was the time to get right with the Lord, meaning redeem the time, take advantage of the time that you have. We're living in some very, very serious times right now. You're not supposed to hear something like this and just take it lightly. Oh, okay, just, it's just earthquakes. All right, well, watch when that earthquake hits your city, hits your job, where you live. I bet you then you'll be praying, oh God, right? You don't want that. You want to be calm. And I'll say when that happens, because it will. It's going to happen. More than likely. This whole place is going to get shook. Jobs are going to be lost, so on and so forth, right? A time like never was nor shall be. But ask the Lord to increase your faith now. Do what you need to do to ensure your salvation. Lord's will. So hopefully that was edifying to the elect. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.